Good afternoon, my friends. This is Paul, and today I'm going to be reviewing to you Spy Fox in Dry Cereal for the Nintendo Switch. Spy Fox happens to be my favorite out of the various franchises that Humongous Entertainment has worked on. I find that Fox is just such a cool guy, and I love how his spy gadgets are basically everyday things that you would see around the house or the store, and then he just turns it into a gadget. And I also just really like the plot of these games. Usually the stakes are much more nefarious and world either ending or severely inconveniencing. And even though these games are primarily directed at preteens, they still have a lot of depth for the adults, especially some of the one-liners that have additional depth when you read them again later. Seeing as this is yet another Humongous Entertainment game, the mouse cursor that you use to interact with the world is still the same as it was in the previous games that I reviewed. Sometimes the mouse cursor will turn white, and then you can interact with an object. Sometimes you can interact with something that isn't strictly something that you need to click on, and then it'll do this funny animation that's totally pointless. And I also forgot to mention that in my previous reviews, so you can go back and retroactively add that in there. And then if it turns to an arrow pointing in a certain direction, then you can move into a new area of the island. The setting this time is the Greek island of Acidophilus. Hope I pronounced that right. And even though it's very small by Humongous Entertainment standards, it also expands as you go further in the game. I'm not going to mention how exactly yet, but this is definitely a longer game than what you might be expecting. It's still pretty short. It'll probably only take you about an hour to beat it if you know what you're doing. Now, one thing that sets Spy Fox apart from the other Humongous Entertainment games are two new mechanics called Asking About People and the Spy Gadgets. At some point in the game, Spy Fox's headquarters will open up a vending machine where you can get various gadgets. Every time you get the gadget, his assistant, Professor Quack, will show you a blueprint that explains exactly what the gadget is for, and will often joke around about how the real-world equivalent is so lame compared to what he has in mind. And you can carry up to 4 gadgets at a time, so that encourages you to really think about what it is that you really need, and after you think that you've been done using it, to recycle it and try to pick up something else. This system is a lot more effective at returning players, because like other Humongous Entertainment games, the narrative changes every time you play it, so sometimes you'll encounter new scenarios and new areas that you didn't get to in your first playthrough. And so it can be fun for speedrunners to say, let me micromanage exactly what gadgets I need, which gadgets I need to put back. The other mechanic is that if Spy Fox finds out about a person of interest, then you'll get like a speech bubble, and then you can give that speech bubble to other characters to get more information about a certain character. So you could say it's an indirect hint system. As if that wasn't enough, Spy Fox has a watch, and that watch, along with letting you save and load the game, and just to play a fun shoot-'em-up mini-game for no particular reason at all, you can also phone in the mobile command center, and Spy Fox's other assistant, Monkey Penny, can give you a little rundown on what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes she'll call Spy Fox automatically, or he'll call her and let her know the progress report of what's going on. So it's a nice way of feeling like you aren't alone in the adventure, like, say, the Pajama Sam games might make you feel, like Sam is just this one little kid in this strange world, where Spy Fox always has help from his assistants. Now, two particular things that set Spy Fox apart from other Humongous Entertainment games is the difficulty and the fact that you don't really have a whole lot of MacGuffins to search for. It feels like it's one giant adventure where you're told, here's the bad guy, and I have to stop him. But you don't have to search for a bunch of objects to make it possible. So it feels much more epic as a result. And I really like that about this game, as it also is a lot more challenging than most Humongous Entertainment games. Granted, Spy Fox is the highest tier of difficulty, among the various franchises, but this game can even pull a stumper on full-grown adults that think they know it all. From a fish that is really, really good at Go Fish, and nearly took up all the room on my capture card, to some puzzles that require some genuine thought to be put into them. Spy Fox really gets you thinking. It also gets you laughing, and it gets you snorting at the times that Fox will reference popular culture or give a snarky remark. And overall, even if you're older than the target audience, you'll still have quite a good time. Now, as far as the children that this game is aimed for, it's roughly around between 8 to 12 that's the target audience, so not quite as little as the kids that play the other humongous franchises. But as far as this game goes, don't let the 4 kids label fool you, as even fully grown adults like me can still have a blast, especially when they replay it and find that they're now in different scenarios. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section if I missed out on anything, or if you need things to be clarified, and until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, God bless, and don't you wish you could wear a shoe on your head that helps you see in the dark? Bye!